Hello and welcome back. Today we talk about expat responsibility and how we as expats can actually bring good to our host country and its people. In case you're new to this channel, my name is Manuel from Expat Journal, your YouTube channel to master your life and career abroad. Subscribe now so you're always the first to enjoy new content. And now have fun with the video. Rank does not confer privilege or gives power. It imposes responsibility. That's a quote by Peter Drucker. And I really like this quote because it's a good guidance for us experts how we should think and behave being abroad. I witnessed a lot of expats that were not aware of this life philosophy or simply ignored it. And normally it came with severe consequences for their personal and professional development. As well, it was really hard for those locals who had to endure such personalities. As expats, especially as Westerners in emerging countries, we are constantly showered with privileges. And this can be really tempting and can lead to a feeling of importance and superiority. It's basically an ego stroke. And this is especially dangerous for people who have a weak personality. Let's say they come from their home country and they didn't feel this kind of special treatment. That's normally, you don't feel it at home. And then somehow they get high, they get hooked of these special attention and these privileges and people looking up to them. And that can be very, very tempting and dangerous because then they change in their behavior and they really behave like kings and queens, like little colonial masters. And this is not how we expats should behave. Our ancestors, I'm talking about the Europeans, they had this feeling of superiority. They thought that from a biological perspective, they were superior. So they had something to justify their actions. We don't have it. We know that we are all born equal. So meaning we don't have any excuse to be like assholes in the host country. So there's a lot of responsibility that comes with going abroad. And I really want people to understand this responsibility. And with this responsibility also comes opportunity to do something different, to leave a little mark in this world to make it a better place, and especially in the country you are in. A good orientation is always to think about yourself as a guest in the host country. And think about how you want your guests, which are coming to your home, how do you want them to behave? Normally guests, across all different cultures, they bring gifts to their hosts. And they also bring joy. And the gift is something, for example, is adding value, some kind of value that shows also appreciation. And we as experts, we normally come for a job, for an assignment. So we should look for an assignment where we can really add something, can make this host country a little bit better to contribute. And joy, of course, we should bring joy to the people and our surroundings. Nobody wants to be around with people who are not fun to be around with, or who are just ignorant and behaving like, I don't know, in a bad way. So think about yourself. Are you a good guest or not? I think about also myself and the situation in the country where I'm from. And there we have a very strict understanding about people coming in. We're talking about nowadays about immigrants, we are talking about refugees. And we have something common with those immigrants or refugees. We might be called expat. This brings a different connotation to it. But we are also guests. And I also expect those people to come to our country to respect the host culture, the people, and to be good guests, right? And we can do the same. We should do the same, because we are guests in this country. We also have a responsibility to our fellow expats, because wherever you go normally as an expat, at some point you stick out. Especially if it's the language, it's the appearance, you simply stick out. In some places more than others, but you stick out. And so there's a special attention on you and your behavior. It's the generalization effect. And generalization can work both ways. If you, let's say now, behave in a bad way, let's say you yell at local people or you behave very arrogant, right? Or ignorant, and then they will directly, the local population will directly think, okay, those foreigners, they don't know how to behave and they are very rude, etc. So the next time those local people will get in contact with a foreigner, maybe a fellow expat, they will directly stereotype, right? And generalize. And maybe that then creates a cascade of, I would say, bad emotions, which just is not good. The good thing is, generalization also works the other way around. So if you leave a good mark, if you leave a good example, people will also see, okay, all those foreigners, they're really nice, they respect us and they bring value to our country. They make it actually better. And they bring something from abroad that can help us. And they bring something from abroad we don't have here. And it helps us to have a better future. And at the same time, they're also just nice people, right? With the same fears and the same also good parts in them than we have. And this, I think, generally then brings a good cascade, right? And it just makes life way easier. I began this video with a quote and I will end it with a proverb. I'm pretty sure you're aware of the saying, what comes around goes around. Normally, how you interact with people, how you approach people, and this begins in your mind, that's what you will get back, right? There are exceptions to the rule, that's totally normal, but normally it's the law of attraction, right? How you approach life, in the sum of its answers, it will come back how you ask for it. Let me know what you think about this video. Share your experiences, share your thoughts. And I'm always happy for constructive critique. Till next time, stay tuned.